Guys. Guys, as I'm not coming in top of the screen, please. Because TikTok, I don't know what's wrong with them. Tend to give what a lot of restriction. So as you can see, it's a Vibes Cartel and Andrew Onis is the topic. Vibes Cartel and Andrew Onis. As I was saying, Vibes Cartel have realized that brand Jamaica is bigger than any one person. And that is why he's working with the government to support in the relief efforts for his fellow Jamaican citizens. A lot of persons like Buju Banton is so hell-bent on getting the shine, they will do anything trying to tear down the government. But in reality, they are tearing down brand Jamaica. Buju Banton is Buju Banton, yes, but he's Buju Banton because him come from Jamaica. Spice are Spice, but she has Spice because she come from Jamaica. You see it both, or you see him both because him come from Jamaica. No one individual is bigger than brand Jamaica. And until a lot of people realize that, we have a very long way to go. Last year, during Hurricane Beryl, persons got up to $400,000 in relief. 400,000 Jamaican dollars. Maximum persons got. In Beryl last year, I didn't hear nobody crying that they were dying of hunger or them can't find food, them not getting help. Because the partisan politics was not being played. Persons were being assisted regardless of whatever political divide they fall under. Whether they were PNP or JLP or they were no P. But once Mark Golding and his syndicate stepped in, everything changed. Everything became political. Persons were getting assistance, monetary assistance, up to 2 months after Hurricane Beryl. This did not make headline news. This did not make mainstream media. Because what? If persons are told of the good that the government is doing, that is going to put a positive highlight on the Andrew Onis administration. I was just sitting here and I was saying, all of this that is taking place now, I didn't hear it last year during Beryl. I didn't hear anybody complaining to them not get help, whether PNP, JLP, or no P. And just one Google search away, persons got up to 400,000 Jamaican dollars from the government. They got money up to 2 months after the passage of Hurricane Beryl. And the Gleaner is not going to highlight it. Mainstream media and all of the TikTok vloggers and bloggers who are tear down the government, they're not going to tell you that last year in Beryl, persons got up to 400,000 Jamaican dollars. Persons benefited. And I've yet to hear any reports of persons crying for that money missing. But because the PNP cannot accept defeat, and the PNP cannot accept that the election is over, and there can be only one government with the one prime minister, that is Andrew Onis, They're out here creating mischief and mayhem. Mark Golding continued to cry that $10 million is not enough to assist the persons in affected areas. But Mark Golding have yet to provide any meaningful assistance as leader of opposition to the people. Mark Golding and the PNP out here collect money via GoFundMe. How do we know that the money collected by Mark Golding and his syndicates, namely Isaac Buchanan and Chin, the councillor from Westmoreland, will be used for its intended purpose? What's the question? And Isaac Buchanan have yet to realize that he's not the MP for PNP in Eastern Portland. He is the MP for Eastern Portland. Nikisha Burchell is the same thing, because every time she come on any platform, she's talking about my people, my people. She is the MP for the entire South St. James, whether they vote or they don't vote. And this is why it is important for persons to choose their political representative. And choose them wisely. Last year, during burial, I did not hear anybody fussing or fighting about relief from burial. Persons got up to 400,000 Jamaican dollars. The Hanover municipality is silent. This is an organization that generates their own fund. The Hanover municipality is bankrupt. They don't have any money. The Portmore municipality have to be rendering assistance to them, because them use the money and buy vote. Same thing in our Westmoreland. All they can do is complain and bemoan and chastise and complain. But see, some people are talking about, oh, I want me and Motley to rule Jamaica. No, you can leave. You can go to her country if you so badly want her to rule. And a lot of y'all, you don't even participate in the democratic process. You do not vote. And you have the biggest stock and the highest, you have the loudest mouth, and you no vote. If you do not vote, you do not have a say. Because your vote is your loudest and most important thing. So coming on social media to talk, voting is where it's at. So if you don't have a problem with Andrew, let's vote him out. But guess what? You can't do that because you don't vote. The government only gave him 600 care package. The government gave Ian Hills 10 million Jamaican dollars. 10 million Jamaican dollars can give him more than 10 million care package. So you go back to Ian Hills and ask him when do with the $10 million what the government give him. Ask him when do with the $10 million. Because 10 million Jamaican dollar can get you more than $10 million water package. Or $10 million individual package. So you go back to Ian Hills and ask him when do the $10 million. Also ask him when do the $2 million when get before the hurricane hit Jamaica. And this is what you people don't realize. You see, PNP watchful eyes, they will always complain that the government is not doing anything for them. And the government not give no support, because if they do their work rightfully, it will only give highlight to the government and that the government is working. You see, if PNP did win this election, you know what happened? PNP would have come out and said them bankrupt and no money in Jamaica. And them can't help nobody. And then just packet everything for themselves. Have you ever seen one of the only PNP MP I've seen so far that is working and doing something is Damian Crawford. And them soon fix him. Them are going to run him out of the party. He can't go no further. Them are going to run out Damian Crawford out of the party because he might work with alongside with the candidate caretaker. He might work alongside with the JLP councillors, PNP councillors, private sector. Everything. He's doing it for the people. He's working alongside with the Ministry of Education so that the students can benefit. Thank you, Chuck. The PNP don't want that. They want to create divide. Because in their mind, they are still in election mode. Isaac Buchanan, Nikisha Burchell, all of them find time for them on social media at night time instead of working for the people.
Good day.
Well, go on.
Why, me I follow Damian Crawford action for true, and Damian Crawford. And there's another person, I see from the PMP to that. I don't remember if it was a councillor. I think it was a councillor that was claiming that they were getting backlash from the party because they were working with the Labour Party, with Labour Party personnel to get assistance to the people in them division. I don't remember the name of the person. So it is a across the board suppression, and I said this to people and people don't understand. The PMP party will make uno suffer if it is politically prudent for them.
Yeah, because a while ago, me a research. I say persons got up to $400,000 last year in burial. Persons were getting money up to 2 months after burial. And nobody no highlight it, no mainstream media not talk about it. Aid coming to Jamaica last year, but you nobody that create no fuss over the aid.
Because the wicked prime minister when they talk about to give 400,000 people to rebuild, that can't make the news. They want to call them wicked after that.
Right. Businessmen and women got grants to stabilize and bring back them business on foot.
But Goody, as I said this yesterday, and I want to repeat it for your audience, is that you're going to have a whole heap of people now who are going to find the strength to attack the government. And when I say that, I saw a true word that some members of the business community don't believe that they take this minimum wage announcement. Well, they don't like it, They don't like the announcement, and so them are going to do them best. And they feel so them find one weakness now. So they are going to attack. But what I want the 90% of persons that are in these hurricane ravaged places that are being served by your government.
Guys, stop up the screen, please.
It's time on the start to speak up. Make the little 10% louder down. All of the people who live in them places that is getting them care package, that is applying for them reconstruction money, that is getting help through the government. It's time to speak up. Make the little 10% them louder. Make people who live in United States, England and Canada tell story upon when you go so. Again, the government of Jamaica now come video when them are going or nothing. And also the government work. Right? And you now come down, they can hand no package gear in bizarre do other things. But when you see the military, Andrew left on that. When you see the fire brigade, the police, when you see the international organizations that are on the ground, they are an extension of your government. And you and the 63 member parliament alone couldn't come down there I should care package. You might don't want people dead of starvation. We have to bring
And
in other
struck
people.
today was also some of these people, they can't even run the one bedroom shack where them living, I know. Because what they don't understand, when the government go public-private partnership and allow private persons to come in and even rebuild a 2 and 3 house, it gives the government more leeway and to help the less fortunate and can help more people.
You see, what most people don't understand, Goody, is that this Melissa never affected somebody. I know 20. As 600,000 Jamaicans were affected by Melissa. 600,000 Jamaicans
Good
were
afternoon,
affected.
gentle people.
Good afternoon, yeah, man.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah, man.
giving out a couple of care package out of the back of your car, it is appreciated, but that is not even ripple in the way. One. Giving out 10 sheet apply, it is appreciated, but that not even scratch the surface of what is needed. And then also having out 1/10 appalling, it is appreciated, but that is not even a little scratch. The scale of what is happening in Western Jamaica is beyond the scope of the small-minded people. The reality is that everybody will not get everything them want same time. It is just the reality.
Can I get a short input?
You can get a shot. Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, man. All right. Yeah, what happened now? This disaster that hit Jamaica, right? America is a first world country, and America much much bigger than Jamaica, right? Jamaica is a baby to the smallest state in America, and you take America here for build back when them get hit, right? And what I really notice is that people trying to say that the Prime Minister is not doing anything after the country get hit the 28th of October. We're about 3 weeks, going to 4 weeks now from the country get hit. What people expect the Prime Minister to do? Cut down tree and start to make lumber? The Prime Minister has to get his lumber and whatsoever from overseas to start build house. And these people in Jamaica trying to behave like they want the Prime Minister to come, use his hand, his clothes, and build house, give them. You get me? And it need to cut out. Because here what happened now. When we over here and hear how the people in Jamaica behaving, is that my time I'm afraid to tell people that I come from Jamaica. You get me? I'm afraid to tell people that I am from Jamaica. Because I come like a peer dons come from Jamaica. And the people them sit down and make Mark Golden them have them and turn them in a pure idiot. You get me? Mark Golden should never in Parliament them mother fuck. Because I see yesterday the people them from Caricom was in Jamaica. And I don't see Mark Golden there. The only person I see is Dayton Gamble. Right? Why Mark Golden don't want to go around the Prime Minister? I notice Mark Golden only trying to behave like so well, he's the Prime Minister of the country. So anything he tell Andrew Wallace must go out and do it and do what he said to do. It cannot work. It cannot work. You understand me? And the people in Jamaica need to stand up on them foot. Because if Mark Golden win an election, there won't be a next election in Jamaica. You get me? There won't be a next election in Jamaica. Because I'm sure no, I'm not going to set a date to run another election. He's going to take the country for himself. Because if him lose and behave like him win. When him win and then lose back, what going to happen? Him will take it for himself. Him going to run it in a communist.
And that is
You
why
get me?
Mark Gold will never become the Prime Minister of this country.
And the people in Jamaica need to open their eyes. And let me tell you something. Melissa is a warning to Jamaica. And if the people them don't take heed, The next hurricane coming, Jamaica will go underwater completely.
It's
And
gonna
them
be
need to
even
know that.
worse.
Them need to know that, right?
This person, two
Them
person
need
down in the
them.
chat, we know say something.
All right, me up on my lunch
Let
break now, so you can't just take me off now. I just give my word. I will go and
all
listen
right.
to you, Goody.
Thank
Alright,
you
yeah,
very much.
man.
Right, Goody?
Yeah, man. Big
Okay.
up. Yeah.
Leonard
All right,
White.
Goody, cool.
Leonard White said it don't take a year to help people. I don't understand the context of that statement, Leonard. People has been getting help since during the hurricane, before and during the hurricane. So I don't understand the context of that statement. And the brother I was just starting my account last week Tuesday. Dave Mills. I last week Tuesday just start your account. So here what you do. Here what you do. You see the people them where you know want help, do something to help them. The time where you spend on social media cause Andrew Wholeness, contribute something to the cause. Because the sad truth is that some of uno so fucking loud on social media and uno have not donated that icy mint to the cause. So yes, Miles, you start your account last week Tuesday for the purpose of concourse Andrew Wellness. So yes, go on. Go donate to an icy mint and then you come back.
They
Please
don't
do something.
want it. They don't have it, Chuck. Them wish them could have get some of the free care package with government are giving right now. All them have them mouth to just chat.
All them have them more.
I saw a
No,
pastor man telling the other pastor them, say, listen, wanna come up full up with people them brain and a brainwash them about hobby at this and hobby at that. Not for how they don't even know for lead the congregation run off a follow back out. I don't think leadership are an easy task.
I would like them people we talk. He said it takes a year to build back.
David Miles and Leonard, you can
Leonard,
come up in the
Leonard,
box come talk when you want to.
Katrina, hold on. Katrina was 2005, 20 years ago. And there are places in Louisiana where now they no build back yet.
Them just abandon them.
Let me
The
tell you
big
this, Bridget, if you
multi-story
don't
hospital
understand.
abandoned.
Thank you. Let me tell you why most of them places they abandoned. Because the people them have no insurance to build back them place and government not afford on them. Yeah? Who for house them by insurance money couldn't cover it, government not afford on them. Yes, the government, Jamaica government will build back the roads, we'll build back the hospitals, we'll build back the schools, we'll build back the courthouse. And we will assist the homeowners. Right? We will assist the homeowners. So if you not sit down and not try to tell people, say, sit down and wait for government. Me telling you why I say, see people like Uno. People like Uno. Me glad most Jamaicans are not like Uno, you know. Me glad most Jamaicans are not like Uno. Most Jamaicans are people who think, people who understand. You get some credit on your phone. And the only thing you can think to do a come on social media contact, but you know, take a year for help. People are getting the help they need now. Okay? And me telling you, so the problem we do know is that you lack vision. You can't see beyond nose point.
But Chuck, you know what the real test is going to come? February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December.
Yes, when the hype died down and all of the people them. Yes, when the hype died down. And all of the people them did that running.
Because they have their own life to live.
Yes. And all of the people them did that running and that videotape tap go.
Yeah. And all the nurses and doctors have to go left and go back to Spain and them call them have their family to go take care and all these things. And
Chuck, am I sure about what?
Chuck, stop arguing with Mr. White. If he can't come in our box have a conversation.
Then invite him to the box. Come, Mr. White, come and have a discussion. I mean, come. I don't know where I tell you. And
then
people
prestige and design and tailoring. Why Jamaicans wear sufferation as a badge of honor? You could have pay on bills on time. You can go to supermarket. You can go on vacation. You can do whatever you want. But you know want people to say you suffer. That's why and the Prime Minister tell you say in all you do, try to maintain on dignity. No make nobody have video on a ball for food and I get the pit them placard, I beg food. maintain on a dignity, but because I don't feel like say white people are gonna say, you know, and say, oh, let's send them some money. One have a rude awakening.
The gentleman, the designer gentleman, say people are suffer. Of course, people are suffer. We just go to a category 5 stamp. You know the rascal to them people here. Jamaica was hit by a category 5 storm when destroyed the parish them. Of course, people are suffer. You don't need to come type that. Type what you do. The easy sufferation of the people them where you know are suffer.
Nothing but chatting.
Yeah. You goody. Jamaica was just hit with a category 5 hurricane, the worst in history. And you come type on social media, say, yes, people are suffer. People lose them house. People lose life. People lose everything. Yes, people
Mentally,
are
people are scarred.
Thank you
Because
for
me
making
there at
that
St.
discovery.
Catherine. I mean, I lose nothing, but me mentally scarred. So just imagine.
Yes. Thank you. People in Canada are suffer, in the US are suffer.
Prestige,
You
what are
must
you
help.
doing
I
to
am
help?
helping. And that is the difference between me and you, whoever you are. I am helping. I thank you for I thank you for discover that people are suffer. Well, you're right, Winston. Yeah.
And what these people don't realize is that the world are gonna move on.
The world
The
are gonna
world is not
move
going to
on.
sit by and stand and mope. So you know the individuals who are affected must decide if you don't want to sit down and lay down in the squalor or not go pick up the pieces
Yesterday,
and move on.
Goody, the leaders of CARICOM were in Jamaica meeting with the government. Yeah? The leaders are all of the people them who, when them need help, Jamaica was at them doorstep first. Yesterday they were at our doorstep. All of them. They came here and they meet with the government and they laid out a plan for the reconstruction. And they said Jamaica will not stand alone in this time. Okay? That is the leader of CARICOM. We are going to come back stronger, Shady. So the entire CARICOM leadership was here. And they met with the Prime Minister. They toured some of the affected area. And they all made commitments. I think Barbados said they're going to build a next field hospital. I think you hear that, Goody?
Yeah, I
Yes,
think
I
so. And
think
they're going to send
Barbados.
some garbage trucks.
Yes. I think Myanmar committed the next field hospital. So people are coming in. Our people are getting help. The government is the largest distributor of aid. Gentle people, Andrew Holness is not government. Andrew Holness is the leader of the government. The government is the largest sector in Jamaica. The government employs probably about 200,000 people. That is government. The people in the tax office, government, fire truck, government, police, government. Government is about 200,000 strong. You don't have this dunce concept. If you don't say Andrew, government now do nothing.
But, Chuck, quick interjection. Even the plane that comes into Jamaica, it have to go through government.
It have to go through government.
Everything, the people, the World Central Kitchen, UN, food for the poor, all of these people have to give. You know what? You know another thing, me see? Another dunce thing with Langmouth Bounty Killer. Talk about oh, him not give government no money. You know what Bounty Killer do? Write $2 million check and drop off at various hospitals. And I'm like, this man is so
$2
dumb.
million. Me say me
But
laugh,
Cheetah,
me
he's so dumb
scream out
because
when
the
me see $2 million.
CEO who get that $2 million, well, maybe I just
Is
belong to
government.
1 month or 1 day or 1 hospital. I figure give a report to the Ministry of Finance, so we collect $2 million from so and so.
Hold on. This gentleman is asking an important question. Leonard White said, Mr. Chuck, have you been to St. Mr. Westmoreland? Mr. Leonard White, I am from St. Elizabeth, sir. I am from Lacovia, to be exact.
Chuck,
So
there is something very important happening. Pay Leonard knows, no man, Leonard have no sense. There's something very important that is happening, and people don't understand, and I am sad for my people, right? What's wrong? I am sad for my people, Chuck, because they think getting a little care
Guys, type
package.
F1 on top of the screen, please. Tired of
They
TikTok.
think getting a little care package, Chuck, is the ultimate goal of building back Jamaica. But I was watching the interview with the gentleman from the UN. What name? Our own man. Them I remember what name. He used to be the head of ODPEM before he went to the UN, right?
Oh yeah, yes.
And what I am seeing, the strategy, Chuck. I think Jamaica is going to build back so well. And why I said that, Chuck, is because um a component of what the UN is doing is that they're interjecting cash into the economy that is badly damaged. So the western part of the island, they said that they're going to do a cash for work program. I think that's what they call it. Cash for work program. So they're going to start hiring people, paying them to like help put on back the roofs, clean up the communities and stuff like that. Right? So it's like when you hear even the Prime Minister say, I am going to loan you these generators for the shops to operate. It's like they're kickstarting back the economy, and they're doing it from the micro level. So when the UN go in now and hire these people, the community start to build back, and it kickstart the economy. Because if we already notice that the hotels are saying, okay, we're going to start taking back people, so the macro part, there's a kickstart plus the community based part is about to kickstart as well. He did the interview. There are various interventions that is being done. He did the interview. It was on Smile Jamaica, and I think people should listen to what he's saying. So they're going to put on some roofs. They're going to employ people. They're going to and a few other things. One of the things that they're also saying, very importantly in the interview, is that a lot of people didn't lose their roof, Chuck, because of poverty. Right? He said yes, while poverty is an issue, why some people house survive and some people house didn't. He said a lot of people lost their roof because of how poorly they didn't use the current mechanisms, right, to put on the roof. So what they did, what they did was they didn't use the hurricane straps and all of that. So it's a very good interview. And he said they took pictures of houses that had roofs, houses that didn't have roofs, and they were beside each other. So it's like they're going to say, okay, what caused this one? What caused this to lose? What caused this one to stay on? And him say some old house still standing, some new house lose roof. So it's all the houses were engineered basically, what saved some and what caused some to lose their roofs.
Mr. Leonard, if you feel disrespectful, I said to you earlier, join the conversation. But you hear the problem we wanna have. We no fear being challenged. Yeah? And I will say this to you guys. Yes. There are people in Jamaica that is suffering. We just get hit by a possible category 8 hurricane just 2 weeks ago. And a long time, 2 weeks ago. Now, the government cannot get everything fixed up back in 2 weeks. It is impossible. But what uno can do, uno have a social media present, Mr. Leonard. Here's how you help. Here's how you can help. Rather than come here and try to paint a bad picture of the country where you, well, I don't know if you love it, the country where you come from. If you know, Mr. Leonard, of people that need some form of assistance, What you can do, my friend, is simply you have data upon your phone. Obviously, you have data upon your phone. Try to point them in the direction of which part the help, or try to get the help and point it in a feed them direction. There are people going down to these areas every day that is delivering package. Try to make a link and say, I know somebody around there that need X. So if you can get it. That is how you help, sir. That's how you help. So when you come back and talk about, you not take a year for build back. Building back Jamaica is not an overnight mission. If you want to help, help. But you don't have these things to believe, say, the only thing you can do is come on social media and everything you go type about Jamaica is negative. Government Nando, the government. Let me ask you this. And want to answer me this now. And this is common, me know so most of you know, lack common sense thinking. You know think that the 600,000 people will get affected by this.
The Prime Minister said, Chuck, is
Well, Shika, let me ask this important question of these smart people.
900,000, correction.
Or 900,000, yes. The 900,000 people will get affected by this. But whole heap of them lose everything. Them not have they not have money they can go buy nothing. Let me ask you this. How much of them you see down in the country they are crawl on the road and are dead because they're hungry? Tell me now. 2 weeks now, 2 weeks. 2 weeks over 2 weeks since the hurricane. Are you seeing people crawling on the street? Why? You remember the video that was come out of Africa? You not seen any of those? Where the people them a fly a pitch pan them out because them hungry? No, you don't see that.
But on a regular day in Jamaica, them say nothing now. I never see nobody in Jamaica about for hungry.
Exactly. In a regular day, even before the storm, when you used to ball say people are starved. Even before hurricane, people were starving. But I am not seeing. Remember, Dean Jackson Miller and Zara Burton say they don't see no junker in the sky anymore. Now, when me grow up, me know say junker go around when the place need cleaning. Vulture, that's what them do. They clean up the place.
When the place dirty and stink.
When the place dirty and stink. Now, that means there is no rotting carcass as people would have you believe. And so my time, them accidentally give the government praise, So while trying to blame the government, Zara Burton would have exposed the fact that remember the people that used to come and say they knew somebody are pile up on the street and people are walk over dead body? Those are what? Vultures, junko, what we call them. The turkey will never get visa. That's what attract them. So the fact that she's not seeing any in the sky flying around mean that they have no purpose. They don't have nothing to do. No dead carcass not there. So again, all I want, if you know well-thinking people and love the country. Help. We need help. Everybody have a part to play. If you have data upon your phone, you're in communication with somebody in one of the affected area, and you know somebody that needs something. You can't come on the live and say, me soon they are talking, I know one family down there, so we could have do with probably them need two tarpaulin where nobody no get them yet. That's how we helping them tiny people. All of uno claim say uno love.
So them take this thing for a joke though, Chuck. Them take it to some political tool though. Football kind of thing, right? Here, say I was reading a tweet a few days ago by Venetia Phillips. And Venetia said the rain, she was in Westmoreland and they were doing the distribution and whatever. And she said the rain started to fall and they didn't have any more of the tarpaulins. And she saw where kids were outside huddling together with nowhere to go. And them real something there happen. On the company social media every day trying to separate people and come and talk about this. Oh, go down there, go do something. Go help your fellow brothers and sisters. Go help them out. People life have been impacted. People are trying to get their shits together. Come out and house and come off of social media. Well, Leonard can't come out because in their foreign. Right? Help somebody. Buy a tarpaulin, man. Help out a brother.
Mm. That's all people need to do, man.
Hi, good day.
Good day, overcomer.
Afternoon.
I hope you overcame.
Always by the grace of God. Okay, so I just want to give my 2 cents on this. I let me clear the here by saying I have never voted before. So what I'm about to say, persons might say, "Oh, you're a partisan." No, that's not the case. I am just an independent thinker. I think logically. I am not impulsive in my thinking. And you look at things and you you pick sense out of nonsense. All right, I'm currently living in the Bahamas. I do have family in Westmoreland, St. James, and Clarendon, and those three parishes would have got affected, right? We are dealing with something that we have never seen before. We have never gotten before. We would have maybe seen these kind of things on TV, but now it is at our doorstep as Jamaicans. And I've been watching, listening, observing, and to be honest, the behaviors of the people, especially who is not in the situation, it is very disturbing. It is very disgusting, disturbing, and there is no humanness in them because persons are literally suffering. Persons came face to face with a monster whose name is Melissa. There could have been more life lost. And instead of persons coming together, instead of persons rocking what we say, out of many what? One people. Where are the one people now? I am not seeing it. It is not been shown. They can't tell me that they love the people and they're talking for the people and you're trying to block everything that the people and when you say you love is supposed to get. They're saying that persons are suffering. That's not true. When it comes to food, yes, they're suffering because they don't have anywhere to live. They're still in the messy situation. Some of them maybe still cut off, maroon and all of that. So we know they're suffering. But to say persons are hungry and to say dead body pile up, and they're still running with that said dead body pile up in Westmoreland. And it's not true because I have a brother down there and I eventually hear from him. And when I asked him, he said that's not the case. And so it's overwhelming. It's disturbing down to my very sleep because I am not seeing the unity. And I'm going to be specific. The PMP are the risers rather, because to my understanding, there is also a split in the PMP because they have some that will call themselves risers. They are doing this. They are using Melissa and the people them suffering for political gain. And while them a talk about God, I go do the same for remember say, God not like ugly. God don't like ugly. There are children that are homeless, exposed to the elements. Mosquitoes, breeze, if rain or anything come, if rain for fall, now the people them go fret because them say, Lord, me not have nothing over my head. And this is the way that they're carrying on. And there are a lot of persons who are acting impulsive because when you go say, oh, the government moving slow, the government not doing anything, you're bigging up artists, you're bigging up TikTokers. No, be real. How did these TikTokers get into these affected areas if the government wasn't doing anything? How did they pass?
Wonderful question,
The
ma'am.
roads were
Wonderful
blocked.
question. How did they get there?
How did they pass? How did they get there? How did they get there?
Guys, stop up the screen, please. Leonard, tap up the
Come
screen.
on,
Like
man.
up the
You need to
live.
stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I am not living down there, I am living in Bahamas. I have family back there. And there are people that are homeless and suffering and children and all on to sit down and do attack foolishness. And you're right, because them say empty barrel make the most noise. I say the one them when you see I make the noise and I tell lie and I act impulsive. They are not doing anything, more than being a nuisance. If you not come, man, you go sit down and pray, man, you go ask God for help, for mercy, for intervention. Come on, what is wrong? I'm telling you the thing disturbing down to my very sleep. For the past 2 going 3, I can't sleep. And these people talking about revolution, I'm telling you something. You wanna think God's not watching? You wanna think when I go disturb the livelihood of the people them because of your own selfishness? It's not for Jamaica. You are not for Jamaica. You only can deceive those who have no brains. You're not for Jamaica. And why I see, and I'm saying, I find myself on a live yesterday, and the person was saying, oh, Mark Golden love the people. And I'm saying, there was like a whole week of announcement about Melissa. I have yet to see a video where any of the opposition leaders urging the people them to prepare for Melissa. If you're living in a lowland area, go to higher ground. If you're living in a area that it is landslide prone, find yourself in a sheltered area. No, they didn't do that. But now when Melissa passed, they are saying, so I can make some money off of this. All they coming out is asking for is money, 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 money. They are not offering any solution. They are not lending a helping hand. They are not lending a helping hand, and it is very disturbing. It is disturbing. 2 days ago I sat here and my heart was so broken. My spirit was so broken. I was so messed up. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, come on, people, stop. Stop it, because you see, you not understand and you not think you not doing the people and good, you not do them no good. Why are you labeling everything as bad? Everything that the Prime Minister is trying to do, wanna come out and wanna say this and wanna find a way. So if you have so much problem, what is your solution? What is it that you have to offer? What is it you have to? Don't come and say you not take 1 year for build. You not take 1 year for, because so when somebody come and say that obviously show that you have never done anything in your life, so you don't know the process of doing anything. Somebody said it quite frank, because I was on Chuck Live yesterday, and somebody said it. They said, you think to say Jamaica a patty shop? It is not. It is not. When the first week of Melissa passing, there was this young man, and I could see the passion, But he was also acting impulsive. He wasn't really thinking, because he said the people them on no food alone, them want host, Prime Minister come. And I comment, I went in the comment section and I said, listen, it's a process. It's going to take strategy. It's going to take perfect planning. And let me tell you something. I have never voted before, because I'm an 80s baby. I have seen all the shenanigans. I have lived through it. But you see, this man that they're fighting down, this man has really done his best for Jamaica. This man has done his best for Jamaica. But you know the problem that them having? Them want the slackness. Them want the Lego life. Them want, una say, una tired of crime, and when the man trying to cut down crime, una cry out, oh, the man wicked and the man this. What is it that you all really want? Why you opposing to
They're not used to
everything?
competence. Overcomer, them not used to competence. That's it.
Exactly. Them used to people where come and make promise and not fulfilling it. Them used to sweet talk and there is no action. Just be a bag of mouth. But me I big up the Prime Minister that is really, and I hear a person say, boy, them thank God of him in a power right now, and him sitting in the seat, because what would have happened? Evil persons that was backlashing and in the campaign, in the for election was talking against him. No, if he come back, come say, thank God of him that they know what would have happened if it was Mark Golding that was there. I am not, I trust me. People, please, for the love of God, for the love of Jamaica, Google free. Wanna stop take people that tell you things, Google free. And before and you don't even have to go as far as Google. What about common sense? Common sense. Just look at the magnitude of what has happened and stop them say one fool make many, and you see how TikTok a show up on I wanna not realizing one fool makes many. And I wanna say this and end. You see enough of them persons there that lost their homes and lost everything. My prayer is that they take stock of their life and don't live the same way again. You see the unnecessary things that they were buying what them never want, because them see people in this and they want to be in the limelight, and them want to have this and them want to have that. We don't need to learn money management. As a Jamaican, we know the saying that say put on something for rainy day. Enough of them squander all they had. It's never what you earn, it's what you save. Learn to put down something. And y'all have a prime minister right now that is encouraging you all to invest. If this man was for himself, he only go look up what is investment. If this man was for himself, he never go encourage enough to invest. Invest, especially in our country. He wouldn't. Go and check out what is investment. So when una get back on your feet, una need to encourage the people them, and you see the parents them what brought them pitney bad for just be so dependable and not have no form of independency. Where parents do everything for them. Everything for them. That is why the country is like it is now, because them no know how to angle themselves. Them parents turn them in a handicap. Everything them do for them. So when them go out in the world, them don't know what to do. Them don't know how to think for themselves, because there were never a time that they had to do something that requires them to think of how to get it done. And then if you stop broken up pitting them and teach them to be so dependable. Teach them independence. Teach them responsibility. That's why everybody about, oh, Prime Minister, if you do this, Prime Minister is not on a father, or on a mother, or on a grandparents. You have to learn to stand up on your own bottom. Every top of it stand up. This is not the time for where you mess up on your own life. And still not taking any responsibility for the reckless living. But yet still, una want to come and curse people out. Take some responsibility that una never did a live good. Party so every little hype. Bust down. This here big car, there have some little board us una never have, come on. And this is the problem. That is why some of them can't bounce back, because them never put on nothing. And they were never taught to save. Parents teach them to live in the now, but not putting down anything for tomorrow. And I end with that. Thank you for the time that you gave me a goodie for to speak on your
Overcomer, I don't
platform.
think I need to say anything more after that, because finally somebody else is saying it. Me ask the same questions. When the people, the girls who used to wear the 40-inch bust up, fusion lash, the boy them used to skate on the toll, who used to money pull up and use champagne and watch them and a dance, what them did with their money? What were they doing with their life? Now the government must come and do everything for them.
It's not fair. And the
Even
people them
some of
that
them
they
are cuss and
support.
say, oh, them want me to be them prime minister. And I'm like, uno could survive in Bahamas. Uno could survive in there, because the rules and regulations, uno could survive underneath it.
But the thing with us Jamaican, we go everywhere and follow rules, but in our country we don't want no rules. We
Because
don't
you know
want
what's the
it.
biggest problem now? The ones in the diaspora, especially the ones in America and Canada.
Exactly.
And
That's
them
why
have said
I'm
lies
so
about bodies
broken
that
about
pile up
it.
on people, and they're not even on the ground. They are the problem.
And the people them on the ground buying the things them that they are saying, because they are not thinking. Because even yesterday I was like, so why so much dead body upon the go? We see Spice down there and them say Spice a big PMP. No, I'm not. I'm just repeating what they say, right? And Spice was there in Westmoreland giving out, I think it was 3 chocolate, right? To housing for person. So I say, you want to say Spice go down there and step over the dead body them?
Me not say Ramisha say seen a body dead body. Me not say Sean Paul say him seen a dead body. Me not say World Kitchen say them seen a dead body. And these are people, non-government people, who are on the ground.
Exactly. And people are so gullible, they are believing these things.
I think about 2 days or around 5 days after the hurricane, one woman said she get a call, say people down there eat cow and chicken raw. And I'm like, huh? So if she can, and bodies are piled up. So I say, she can call and tell you that you are not the police, you're not nobody in the government, you're basically a nobody. Why she never call 911?
No, because the platform is the right place to put it on. Put it out there in the world. We don't know where to hang our laundry. That is the problem
And
with
these are
Jamaica.
people who you think should have sense, Some educated people, them are not they say them are dunce people, but they're so blinded by politics. Them can't see nothing else.
I tell you, it is really sad. It is really sad. It is just so frightening to see where Jamaican people is right now. We have lost our way. We will lost our way, and we just take up social with phone and just put anything out there, not even thinking. Hold on, does this make sense?
All right, so that's what I was explaining before, that a lot of people and Vibes. That's why I have Vibes Cartel picture up. Vibes Cartel get it. The brand is Jamaica, and everything and everybody else come behind Jamaica. And that is why Vibes Cartel is working with the government. Even though them say government presume and do all these things, he's still working in tandem with the government, because he's Vibes Cartel from Jamaica. But unlike Bojo Bantan, who not realize him feel as if he's bigger than the brand Jamaica. Him go there spread these one bag of lies and misinformation, and all him do, I just delete him post and him gone on him merry way.
Yes, because you see, this is a plan, This is a plan, They have a plan. And so when him come out and know that was just a distracted movie make.
Yeah.
Him know say nothing go so, but him know people gullible. And maybe this thing was happening. Yes, a person gonna say, but that's true, because and even when it never happened to them. I
That is
listened to a
that, but that's what
video.
I say. Ask much of them if they ever send a barrel or clear a barrel. No, but my neighbor clear a barrel and them thief for things. Mass drain down the road, them thief for things. That's all they can give you. People's experience, not their own.
I just listened to a video with a lady that was talking, and she said, you know, so una unfair. Una not talk about the fee that is waived for the barrels and stuff to come in. Also, a lot of y'all saying that the people them thief on the things when foreign, when the family them are foreign, send barrel and tell us there's something in there which them never put it in the barrel. They lied. But on a blame the people them down a wall say them take out on the things when the family them never send one, and I think this is the third person I heard him say
Not
that.
only that, the family send things in there for give somebody, but because them long here, they don't want to give them, then tell the family say them not see it and the thief don't have off. So two sides to the story.
Exactly. Exactly.
Same
Exactly.
like the other. I don't know if you're aware of the Uber fraud thing that was taking place in Jamaica. Jamaicans were taking Uber for over a year, almost 2 years, and not paying the fee because there was a glitch in the system. So much so that people started to create a business out of this scamming thing. These are people who would come on the internet and cuss government and cuss people, say them a thief. And until NCB realized what was taking place and clean out some of them bank account, them come out and start cuss NCB, say them money missing. Then NCB put out a lien and say, you were taking Uber for 12 months, if sometimes 3 times a day, and not paying for this. We just a take back where you owe it.
Come on
Silent.
now.
Nothing come out of it. And these are the people who curse politicians and say them thief and them are wicked. But they don't see that they are thief, you know. Even this what they cost NCB and say, oh, NCB, their money ever miss out of NCB. Me put you on a little story. NCB is one of the banks where you can go and get loans without any collateral. You can just go on your online banking and you get money up to $3 million. You know what I tell them to do? They go in, they access these loans, and because they don't want to pay it back, they ball out here somebody at them account or the bank at them account. Lie. We
Oh,
are
because
in.
I heard that story going around the other day, say money and miss note of them
Lie
account
them I
and
tell most of them are because them no want pay back the people them loan. Same thing like what them do with the digital chip. Them borrow the digital credit, and because they don't want to pay back the
them
digital,
got chip, them
them
switch and go
drip
back to
up the chip
flow.
and throw it away. And these are the same persons who would tell you that oh, politician and thief and them are wicked, but they not see the thief and wickedness what them are do. Now look.
Now look neither. Oh my God.
And a lot of them they bad about corruption because they are not beneficiaries of the corruption. You see, if them did a benefit, them would have nothing to say.
That is exactly what the problem is, and I see it very clear. Listen, like I say, I have never voted before, but I see the difference in this administration. I see the difference, and I see exactly because I can remember when man used to go up on site, just put on them name, and they on payroll and now turn up for no work,
The PNP is
and
practicing that up to this day in 2025, giving out government money to people that don't do nothing.
don't do
Just
nothing.
send up them name, go up on Ministry of Labor and Social Security and said they whatever, and them send on. And mind you, the people at Ministry of Labor and Social Security don't know because it is the MP and the council should use their integrity and say you don't work, so may not send up your name. But they do it because they want to have political marriage. Me, I tell you, in
Exactly.
2025, the PNP is still practicing that today.
Yeah, that's why even when Miss Dress the other day about she want get private thing on man, them shut it
Right.
down. Shouldn't them
Mm-hmm.
all of them know what them doing?
And
And
even the
and, and we the well thinking people know say a scam we not into. So you come out and put on social media about whatever, like you try to say the government no want you to do your work. That's not the case.
Even the
That's not the
committees, you see
case.
them talking about they want private. You know what they want to do? They want their friends and cronies from the private sector and wherever they come from to come sit on committee and collect big government
Mm-hmm.
checks. For doing
Right.
what? When
And the
they're
work is
already
still
being
and the
paid.
work is still there. You collect how much in
Exactly.
million
They
and the
don't
work
need
you
no
do.
outside person to be annoyed. On a regular day, I see even Dan Jackson Miller talking about how they need private sector. And on a regular day, does the private sector and the church have a say in government running? So why they must have a say? No.
Because
We don't
all
have
of
no
them
money
depend on the
to pay no
payroll,
extra
even Dion
committee.
Jackson, all of them depend on PMP payroll, so them gonna talk for
We
PMP.
don't have no money to pay no extra committee, no committee, no for farm. None. That is what PNP always do. Pay a committee there, and over. They find ways where they can use taxpayers' money to fool the pockets of their cronies and their supporters. Not no more, not less.
Because one of the things that I also sit down and I look at, because I tell you, I look at things, I examine things, I pick sense out of nonsense. And I'm saying, so why are all these big people, rich people and people in public figure and public sector workers, why are they, all of them and the entertainers and everybody, why them not like the prime minister? And I sat down and I figure it out for myself before it was even coming out. And because I'm new to TikTok, I
Okay.
am very new. It's just since um the ending of August up to now, I've been, actively on it, especially since the passing of Melissa. Actively, because I have family back home and I need to know what's happening and so forth. So, to be honest, I have learned a lot, especially when I come on to, because this is not the first time I'm coming on your live, but it's the first time I'm on a platform. But I've
Yeah.
been a neighbor, on Chuck and so forth. So I've learned a lot. Things that I never know, me know now. Right? And I've been saying, why these people up against the man so much until I find out, okay, the corruption and the millions that they used to make, them not making it anymore
Mm-hmm.
because this man putting in all the different systems to cut out corruption. And
Right.
them not like him. Mr.
Nope.
See there.
And they eat a food mentality and can go up MP office or collect money and do nothing. And MP just give money for nothing and you just vote for one curry goat. All of them somebody that come cut out the man, say go to school, go get education, say work here, job did it. Invest,
Exactly.
make money.
Exactly.
If I
But
even
they don't want that.
even said it, if I even go out and get the skills and go elsewhere out in the world go work, it is still a contribution to Jamaica because we know you have to send by the remittance to
You're
your
right.
family. They don't
Right.
want that. They don't want to work.
No, them
They
no,
want free
them,
money.
them no, them no, them. You see, the thing is too that has been coming out a lot. I heard a person saying it more than one time that the whole strategy of the PMP is to keep the people them dumb.
Dumb. And so every time I people talk about, oh, the PNP is for the PNP is not for the poor. The Jamaica Labour Party is for the poor, but what? The Jamaica Labour Party doesn't seek to keep you poor. They allow you to elevate. So you can come from the poorest of poor like Andrew Holness and reach to the top. Check the past leaders of the PNP. Check the people who are at the top of the
Mm-hmm.
PNP. Them not know
Mm-hmm.
nothing about struggle.
Nope, they
Them not
don't.
know nothing about struggle.
Mm-mm.
The,
They
the, the
don't.
people the people who know the struggle are the voters who have no means to a end. Them no know not. I think Westmoreland is like that. Westmoreland is a PNP bastion. It was
Yeah.
only in 2020 that the Jamaica Labour Party, in the what I call it, political shift, that we got them the three MPCs for one term. When you look at how the people build their houses in Westmoreland and the places that they put their house, it's because of the mentality of the PNP when Michael Manley told them, just go anywhere on a see fit and just put
Mm-hmm.
up something and capture it. If I even at the mouth of the river, if I even
Mm-hmm.
on one little ledge at the mountain side, if I even on the gully bank, on the river side, no formal structure. And that is why it's so hard to reach them. Because you have
Right.
10 people live here, so, and then 3 miles down the road, another 50 live, and then 20 live over, no formal structure. So it's very hard to reach them. And that is,
Wow.
and when I understand you never vote because I can understand you go through the struggles of the 80s and all of these things. But this is why it is important to choose leaders and not only choose them for what they are doing now, but how it's going to affect the future generation and the generation to come.
Exactly.
Because of the problem that with them, remember, they are for the instant gratification now because of the niceness of them that feel like
Yes.
that. They never know, say 20 years and 30 years on the line, it will come on for buy them. And
Mm-hmm.
that is why them vote out Bruce Golding. Because Bruce Golding talk about bitter medicine. We have to go endure some things, but later on, it's going to become better. Them know. push at them, say, no, you don't have to go through nothing. We can't eat fish and rice and steak right now. We not go through no sufferation. And see, you know?
But mind you, after I started taking notes of all that the Prime Minister is doing, between me and you, if I was home for September, I would have voted. Because, right like you said, for the future. And that is why I'm sitting down and I'm baffled and I'm saying, why people still have vote for PMP?
Because
Why?
they're entrapped in
Because
the
they don't.
mentality.
Exact, and that is why if you look at my display, my profile picture here, it's a free yourself from mental slavery. They are in a mental state.
And the basking being poor. Like, me don't want nobody call me poor. Me not poor. Can you see when you start to tell yourself say you're poor, you're gonna walk poor, you think poor, you act poor. So even though the Prime Minister opened up Trans Highway where the shares I think is for $1.50, less than $3 per share, you still tell yourself say you're poor and you can't afford $3. If you buy a share in the highway, we're gonna benefit you and your generation way down the line.
And them no want that. Them cannot. Them. Chuck keeps saying it. From I think this is like the third time I hear him saying it. He said, "Yeah, them can't see past them nose," and it's the truth. They can't see past them nose. They don't have the capability of thinking about tomorrow.
Nope.
And they're not looking at, so I have my kids, I have my grandkids. What about my generation? Them can benefit from that. They are not think everybody think about no, and me can go bar, go drink something now. Me can go party later, go drink something later. And that is what they're thinking. And then tomorrow morning, them wake up and everybody angry and bitter because why? You were only thinking about today and never that think about tomorrow.
I'm grateful say not everybody know about these opportunities, but if you go and ask these said people, what are the bad things taking place in Jamaica, they can tell you. People know about what they want to know about, and this is where we need to stop make excuse of people. Why them can't know? They know everything we are going on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, but things to benefit them and enhance their life, they don't know. And who is to be blamed? In the great United States of America, you think politicians are walk around and give people information and I run them down with ways to benefit them? No. Even Bahamas, Barbados, no government now walk around down people and give them information.
You catch it on the news or you catch it on them live press. But you see, the thing is, the only difference now with the thing, let me tell you why now I would encourage information, the accurate information to be out there. No. And I want to applaud you as well because I was on Neighbors Live the other day too, and I applauded him. And I just want to applaud you and everybody else who is standing up for Jamaica. Because we are Jamaica first. We are Jamaicans first and foremost. I want to applaud you guys because you guys are pushing back, and it's I know it's draining because I am not doing all that you guys doing, and me can tell it mess up my sleep. It mess up my thought process and everything because of the energy that is in the atmosphere right now with the back and forth, because there's a war for the mind, there's a battle for the mind of the Jamaicans.
Trust me.
And you guys have to be on the wall fighting, to get the information out. And you guys really have to push even more harder now because a lot of persons are gravitating to TikTok, and TikTok is not pushing out all the accurate information.
No, because even right now, you see my life, it's not moving. But you see everybody over here at Cosmado and I go, I will be out there on the For You page. But it does stuck, it now move.
Exactly, and if it did bring down negativity, it would have moved.
Yeah, and the people who supposed to, all right, they would not sit and listen to productive conversation, but they are not in support of somebody tearing down the government, but they will sit and listen to somebody tear down the government. It stress them out and then them complain. But a platform where you're highlighting the good of the government and giving positive information, they cannot sit and listen. It's just human nature still. Them love mix up and them love, but hey.
Yes, but the thing is, you see, That's the thing. I am fully aware of that, and that's not just with Jamaicans. That's just the nature of human being
Yeah.
anyway, right? But the thing is, and I thought about it last night. I said this is the time that you guys are doing your live. There's a lot of persons who are not really not gonna come on the live. But if you put certain stuff, because I even saw where they sees I think it was 52 persons got charged, the taxi man them,
Yeah,
and
for
30.
overcharging, right?
Right. And I'm saying I only saw that once. I've not been seeing it circulating, and that is something that needs to be circulating because people them across government and no government are raised up nothing of the wicked taxi people them want to capitalize off of Melissa.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm saying stuff like those, them need for the order because if once me see it, me I go try share it. And so once other persons will well thinking and Jamaican citizens and so them will share it. So it would eventually spread. So persons who have them a few a big platform, once you share that on your on your TikTok, then persons will sit and it will just circulate it because that is one of the ways that because the things them that the government is saying on the while they're doing their press conference, it's not really reaching out there to that, because everything is about the negative.
Right. And the persons who come, they don't come to listen. They come, they're not, you're not know what the government are saying, or they just, the comments are disrespect.
Because them don't make up their mind, so them are gonna be
Right.
a nuisance already. So them come and them because I saw somebody was replying to a comment in her to a comment, and the young lady and the person said, "Why not lend them the generator while loan them?" And this is the thing that we have to deal because people don't understand standard English. So when them don't understand it, and again, I was on Neighbors Live the other day, and I can't remember if it was Scratchy or Casey, but one out of the two of them said it. That listen, the simple Jamaicans are not going to be listening to the man them in them necktie. But like we, the simple Jamaicans know, when we get information and we understand it, once we are push it out there and we are come down to not coming down to for them level being you understand?
Yeah.
But coming down and breaking it down to fit them level of understanding. Because when Prime Minister use them English, them not understand it, I go over them head and them now go on Google go find out what does this mean. They might take up their phone and them a video and I make nice and I make a fool of themselves.
And too much dunce people in Jamaica. You see this, and this is why I say people must plan for the future and stop be so narrow-minded. Because you see the future, it is closer than you think. 10 years is closer than you think. When the Prime Minister was eating back at artists and the things that they push out and preaching dunce culture and not having education in the society, the same society that people push back and say the government are trying control people, but here is the result of that dunce culture. When you have somebody like me who come on the platform and say, "Oh, I have a degree. Oh, you have a degree." That's all they talk about. You both about your education. But somebody will come and say, "Me don't know how to read. Me don't want to know how to read." These are the people who you push
And
and
gravitate.
reward. And this is the result of it.
Right.
The
Because
dunce
even their
culture.
music, something that was very disturbing. Because I was like, why nobody want to pack up them spirit with these kind of things? Because whatsoever you're feeding yourself with, you're eventually going to be it. You're eventually going to be, because if you're feeding yourself and you're planted that seed, eventually you're going to start reap the fruit. And that is why Jamaica was so violent, because of the things that they were feeding their spirit with. The Prime Minister know what he's up against, if he's fully aware.
So that man is chosen to lead.
Yeah, he is.
He knows what he knows. As I said, them play chess. Them play checkers. Him play chess. Him know him do.
Them play Ludi, man. Ludi them up.
Andrew honest know him do. Him got this. And
But
that's
he
how
have to.
I'm so proud of him to how him carry himself. Yesterday I'm saying, imagine it was Mark Rowling walking with the leaders of CARICOM yesterday, because it just the way this is one young lady that said,
Can't imagine that.
Can
Let us
you
not go there. We cannot imagine.
fire your stylist and your barber, you just not look presentable as a leader. You always look dirty and disheveled and you just not look good.
He's
But it's not
going
going to take you
to.
serious.
It's going to look like that because of the mindset. You have to understand mindset, you know. The Bible tells us that sweet water can come from bitter tree and bitter water can come from sweet tree, you know. What you is mentally is what you produce. So
Yep.
he can't have a corrupt mindset and look flourishing and look good and look presentable. That's
So
just the
true.
truth. And
That's
it's
why me
not
know nobody come label
degrading
me
him.
as no poor. I tell people all the while I come from the ghetto, I'm a product, but I'm not no damn victim.
Exactly.
I'm no victim,
It's
nobody
not where you
victim. I
come
go,
from, it's
oh,
where
poor
you're
girl come from
going.
ghetto. No, please. I'm not. Me I go defy all the odds. Me I go use, me not a gold spoon, yes, but me I go use education and me I go do all the other things that I need to do. Because nobody's coming to save me. Me have to save myself.
There's a lady that said, Overcomer, all we can do is pray for our nation. You know, prayer is very good, and I'm a big advocate for prayer. At the same time, we have to understand that prayer alone is not going to really do it, because these people are people who need counseling. They need persons to speak to them. And you know, I'm gonna and as I mentioned, that I'm gonna encourage you, Goody, to do something. When persons come on your platform that really don't know, because some of them very convinced that in what they're saying, they believe in what they're saying, and they just need a change of heart and a change of mind, and then just need to understand, because a lot of them don't understand because of the circle that they are in, that are talking the foolishness. So it's them not have no understanding. So when they come, just teach them, educate them, and change, and just deal
Yeah,
with them.
that's why I always try to, instead of argue with them in the comments, coming at the box, let's have a conversation. And then they can see them. This is me, for me, I was a grow. Me not keep friends in my community, rarely. And I become better than them. But guess what? If 10 are we poor, where we going to tell each other, say?
Exactly.
Where we, if we 10 are we don't have no subject, where we going to me always try, when I go to school, me make sure I group my friends them outside the living America. When we have different experience where them can tell me about what I go want for experience.
You align
Friends who
yourself
got
with
do
people
degree
as to
before me,
because
so them can motivate me to go do degree. My
right.
friends now do their masters. Now is a motivation for me to go do my masters. You can't stay in the same circle and expect change. It's not going to happen.
Some of them just really, and then I can tell you, and I am really rotting with the parents, because the parents are failing. They fail their children because the things them that they get them so deeply involved in is not things that help them in society, because them teach them how to dance, and them teach them the latest songs, and every time a
I see
latest
this influencer girl. I think she named Money. She and her mother do one time and she said, Mommy, you ever do threesome? You ever do blowjob? And I'm like, eh?
yeah.
You know which Jamaica? Like the morality and the morals of the society, it just gone. Nobody not have no local, not sacred again. Nobody not have morals and values and attitudes. Nothing. It just free for all. And that's the biggest problem now in Jamaica.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, because you know, parents is not parenting anymore. They are friends with their children, and they involve them in arguments that is not suitable for them. And so do you find that them in the community, and them mix with them the elderlies, them, and them a step past them, and them a carry on, and them they are school and are going to most, because parents, you know, make them feel like they have the right. They teach them how to be lawless, and these are the problems. That's why I'm tell people when I come tell me about being a godmother for to pitney them, because the things they want to into, I'm not into it. Me's a old school person. I believe in the old school way. Picnic for understand and say people, picnic for know themselves, picnic for know God, picnic for God Sunday school, picnic for respect adults. Now I'm not saying that if you're going to, you're not gonna come abuse my picnic. That's not what I'm saying. But sometimes children, I know it for a fact, where children come tell life on adults, and the parents them don't go find out how the story go. Them just go and them start blood and fire. And so these are the children. That's why Jamaica is like it is now, because parents lose their sensibility. Them lose the ability of being parents. And so we are having children who's lawless because when you tell them say, this a hairstyle now stop it from learn. The skirt too long. What am I going to say? Long skirt you
Yeah.
don't underneath.
Mm-hmm. Them. What if them? So what if them reach at school late? Yeah, set them up for failure in a life.
Exactly, because when time them to go up on the when they go get job, them can't keep it because them not no respect.
Where I work, me have to wear uniform go work. I one pair of earring me can't wear. You think me can tell me employees say because me a big woman and me pay my woman now wear the uniform and me now wear it at the length where them say I may go wear more than one earring at a time? Cannot do it. And me see students that tells teachers, administration and teachers say them go wear color shoes with them want, them go come to school when them want, and them go do what them want with the backing of parents.
With the backing of parents, and not only the parents but the whole community.
And the wider society. And these are the same people who go out in a society who create nuisance. And when police analyze them, he wasn't a good boy.
No,
because they
not
never
about
raised a
him no
boy.
good. Not about him never good or she
And they
never
never raise a
good.
good boy. There is a
No.
nuisance to society.
Parents really, I mean, I tell you the truth. For years now, I blaming parents because I see where parents failing to teach their children basic manners.
Good morning. Thank you. How are you? Sometimes I go on a taxi, I say good morning. And nobody know, and you feel like a dog. You're shame. Can you say, did I do something wrong? If you tell somebody good morning,
I
then
want
you like it's an alien
me
and
never
tell
know
them good
somebody
morning.
eat something for you. Why you not answer me? Me never know me eat one white fall for you.
I say them look on you like dog when I tell them good morning and excuse and them somebody and good afternoon. Like he's an alien
I
in a
tell you,
Jamaican society today.
I watch, and I'm like, parents, y'all don't even know. And you know the thing is, they raise them to be lazy, and you wait till the 13, 14, 15 for tell them, wash up a plate, spread your bed. You're not teaching them any form of responsibility. So when them go out there, them not know no better, them just all go in a public place, go be messy.
Remember, as when I was growing up, as look as I be, everybody have a duty. You ever wash plate, you have a sweep yard, something. You just can't get up on the first thing you do, go on phone and just not move. Nothing.
But we never have no phone them time to go there. Let's
And
be
that too. And if I go out at certain, we're going for left the yard, we have entrust everything do. And then we go out and do the
And
rest.
some we not know, and some we can't left no yard because enough of we parents like my mother was never no friend keeper.
And the other day, I tell somebody, say, even at school, when people used to exchange bag and them, somebody, me could take part in that. Because the bag of my mother give me for carry at school, I carry it, but I can't carry my body bag. Me have to explain when me get the bag there, and how and why. We can't do that. Everybody wants to be their child's friend. Nobody don't want to be parent again. And they don't realize that the family and not the government, the family is the first unit of socialization.
Amen.
The family teach you how to walk, it teach you your morals, your standards, how to talk. So if your family fail, the first unit there, it's going very hard to come back. Very, very hard.
Oh my God. It's sad. It's sad. It's really sad. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at this point if we're ever going to really get back, to a certain things. We see the children are exposed to too much in the homes. Grandparents or they used to or they raise their child, they don't raise the grandchild like that. The grandparent them get away with everything. Even the parents can't talk to them. One picnic, our grandmother or grandfather tell her, left him, make Clinton. So I'm not. I'm not sure. Based upon what I am seeing, I am really not even sure if we're ever going to get back to that place
It's an
where
uphill battle, but we have to, listen, you can't save everybody. That's what I mean. But the few that you save, if you
is
save one, it's enough. You can't go save everybody.
And mind you, Goody, the few that you have saved are the one that are willing, because you can't save somebody if they don't want to be saved.
Yep.
Somebody has typed in the chat saying, and everybody I got change or something similar to that. And it's true. Yes, this
Some of them
person
don't
says
want change because they want to be the victim. Like, for example, a lady down at St. Elizabeth, that lady get more than 500 help already. She sit down on the bed with her husband and her son, and she eat the sardine out of the tin, and she look disgusting, and she look sad, and she look poorly. She could have get up and go help herself by now. But no, the more poor she look and the sadder her story, and more help she ever get.
that's
Some
what she
people
thinks.
bask in being the victim.
That's what she thinks because a lot of them is not going to get the help because it's too much people right now.
No
Enough
man,
of
you must
them-
say it in the heat at the moment when people emotions are in about. Eventually, that's why I'm tell them when you can praise the influencers and everybody, but eventually,
reality, I just check in.
and
Just
the one person when I cost the head, they them say the stone of the builder refuse shall become the head
from the head
cornerstone.
cornerstone.
Andrew when it's alone and the government to not go see.
Because the people must say, oh, I'm gonna say, Andrew, I give you a care package. And I was saying, because me I tell you the truth, you know, you see when me hear something, me start try to find sense out of it, you know, and me I say, so when him give out care package and go pack truck and have truck and the pan truck back, who run the country?
Crazy, one man come on about life last night. Boy, maybe go all the entertainer them because I'm not see no government. So me say, you see soldier and them people in the community. Yeah man, me see soldier them. So me say, sir. Soldier go. Me know say them a government, but me not see Andrew. Me say, where you go see Andrew for? Put it in your mind. Say for the next 3 years, you may never lay eyes on that man physically.
You know, I watched the Fix the other day when they were doing interview with Floyd Green. And he said that when he went into St. Elizabeth and he saw the state, he started taking pictures and everything and post it up and whatever. And I was saying that is what representative looks like.
Yep.
You start post, and he said that's why everybody was flocking because the pictures them was up there because St. Elizabeth was the first place everybody see.
Because guess what? The MPs of Westmoreland, they weren't in Westmoreland during the hurricane. They had to wait for the road. A lot of people don't realize this and
Them
analyze.
not live there.
Them have to wait till the road clear so them can part away to go down there. And the places that are most badly hit, they don't know how to get there because they don't even know some of these communities. They did not even campaign, but yesterday people go out and vote for them. For false promises.
So, and not only the false promises, solely because of diehardedness.
Yup.
Because
And
them
them
know
and the
by now
lies that
them
them spring against Andrewness.
then
Because I don't understand their personal age. You ask them, and what Andrew, you know, me just not like him. Him a poor boy, I'm not fed up there, so.
and that is
Big
the
nose
thing,
boy
a
from
lot of
Spanish Town,
bad
where am I up there,
mind.
so?
As a lot of bad mind in it, and that is quite obvious. Nobody now fi ask that.
Yep.
A lot of bad mind because you see the thing is people think because him come from this so him not supposed to come and lead. This supposed to be a motivation for you to say if somebody went for born and bred in my country and come from one little ghetto area and know what it is like to wear one shoes till it a flip turn slippers on your foot can do this. I can also, it should be an inspiration. But them don't know what it is like because you see too, the people them talk to bad mind just like them. So the whole bad mind bunch just sit down and bring down the man and them have no
And
reason.
the leaders of the PNP are the risers, if these people start to emulate Andrew Honest and do what Andrew Honest do and become successful, they will
Jamaica
no
they
longer
better.
have nobody to vote for them.
Exactly.
So them have
And
to
that is
keep
why
them
they want
behind near the gutter.
keep them at the place where them now have no understanding, them not educated, them now see for themselves. They want the PMP leaders want to be their eyes for them. Them don't want them to see for
Them ears
themselves.
and them brain.
Right. And they allow that to happen.
Because even in the hurricane, you know, overcomer, down a Margolin constituency, I don't know, maybe I wind up in the rain and I play mango war and all these things. I mean, I say,
Exactly.
Margolin come out and talk to them and say, listen, this is a very serious storm, take heed and whatever. I don't know.
Mm-mm.
And
And
from
this
the
is the
storm
man,
blow him
this
down,
is
go
the
down
man
there.
that they saying love the people them. This is the man where they must say love the
Yeah,
people
and
them.
in Beryl, a young man in that same constituency again lost his life because guess what? Them leader and them party tell them say don't listen to big nose Andrew Wallace and him go out there playing at the middle of the storm and jump down in a gully and drown.
Oh, I heard
And where
about
is
that.
Mark Golden and the self-righteous PNP? Not, I don't even think them give him a funeral or a read for him funeral.
But here what the next problem is. When stuff like this happen, they are not holding the PNP them accountable. That's why they might get away with so much.
Yeah. Because
Because them
them say them poor and I remember say Mark Golden them rich and them a white man and them come from uptown so them know more, better than them because them poor. Them live in a tenement yard. Some of them not even a proper bathroom structure. So anything Mark Golden say if come rescue them we just go and live with it because that's how I think set.
But why would I want to listen to a man who got rich off of me and my family out of Finsack?
And
That
this
is
is why
another thing.
they don't want people who have brain and can think
That is the next
to
thing me can't
themselves.
even begin to fathom. Me I say one man, him even have one asset, him not have nothing in a Jamaica, and you want him to be the leader. Like, come on now. This a show me say una real the donkey. Una not
He
understand.
went to Bahamas to invest in low income houses through his company. Proven. I have people at Jamaica who want good quality house to live in. And I know me not see them invest and I say, all right, we're gonna build some low income house. If I even 30,000 a month, we not pay way back. None of that. And them not complain. But make it and Jonas. Everybody would have it as a topic of conversation. I know him wicked and this and that.
But you know, there's a
I
lot
bless.
of PMP persons that see the difference. You know, see what is happening, see what Han Jonas is doing, see what Mark Wallen is doing. Because let me tell you, everything with them I do go backfire, you know, because
Eventually.
it a go backfire and them going through the gate too early.
Same thing they did in the last election. They were out there campaigning for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And when the dust settled, they still couldn't go across the finish line. So them to realize that the election is not till 4 to 5 years time. So by time when them ready, Andrew don't fix up a country. People forget so then they all the blood and then good or saying then job. Them
And in
go
a better and in a better
better
house than
life.
what they were in.
And investors are going to come. Some people say, oh, listen, no investor not going to build no house and no hotel in no swampland.
No, they're not. People are an idiot. People
Some
are
of them
put
know
their
what I'm
money
talking
this.
about. And enough of these people, they don't even own no land. Them never even got tax officers to have their name. Me and some of them say, oh, then tie could blow away. And also them are coming and thief their land. No.
So if the entitled blow away, so me ask a question. Me that ask a question. So if the entitled blow away over fat, they never did it. Yes, so then for wrap up, then sitting in a plastic
Yeah,
bag.
but even if them tied to blow and them say, oh, tax office blow, okay.
Then on a
But
name,
there's a system.
their name
You
blow
go
away.
in there, that's why you have the land agency will have all the volume and folder number, what government land from private land and all these things. And they can track it. When they even talking about government want build new city, government, amount of land government own. Government don't need to displace somebody to get land. And even so, if the government say you have to move, you have to move.
But you know what? Them trying to label this government as evil, and it's not. Because right now the man don't understand the predicament. Him don't understand everything. Him knows enough of the people them not have them. I say right now he might try to figure out how we're gonna work this out that the people them can go back to some form of normalcy. The man not try to make it inconvenient nobody.
Them not understand. And that is why you say the impulsiveness and the emotion. You see all of them come out, them a cry. You can imagine if them leave the country, everybody does a ball so.
You know, at first I was saying that the crying wasn't real, you know, but
Is that
afterward,
real?
me catch myself, you know. I'm saying, no, say it real. It real, you know. Cause them last the election and them still can't believe on their own money. So
Yeah,
them a
that
cry,
yeah,
them a cry
in
for the
that
money,
aspect.
them not cry for the people, them a cry for what them last.
And
Them
them
own.
owe a lot of people some whole heap of money where them people want to pay back. So them not come out come say it, you know. But what they want to do now is for people start up a revolution and say, oh, we'll overthrow the government so the government can do it, and then we can step in. But in the midst of this, all them are cuss and a tear down. Me still yet to see one video of somebody saying, Mark Golding, come and rescue us. Not
I am
one.
waiting to patiently
Not
waiting
one
for that
person.
video as well. Patiently waiting.
I don't see
Patiently
one person
waiting
that
because
Mark Golding come and rescue us.
them so believe in this man. I'm glad Mr. Trump said it's just a 10%. And even enough of them, 10% are make nice. They are the minority.
It's just that they are the loudest. And that is why
That
people have sense need to come to the forefront now and stop talk up. Stop allow idiot people for the front to talk. Them have not sense them to go back. Them to go hide.
let me tell you all, and give the lady that just joined a chance to speak. Let me say this. Yeah, me tell you all, me even before this happened, me know say what them I do I got backfire. But even yesterday when I watched a video with a white man who came into Jamaica and said, listen, there's a lot of negative going on. Don't listen to it. Remember the man that have you can't say this a man in jail PMP, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a man that on the ground. And a foreign him they attack. A Jamaica him they attack. And the man says there's a lot of false information, negativity going on. If you want to help, help. And if you don't feel comfortable giving somebody a things, come. When you come, there are resources and other places that is open. So you have places where you can go read if you wonder where you go sleep. So in every way, you might even try to make money come in at the country. Because when you come out to go rent and buy plane ticket and do all of that, money are coming at the country. So them are idiot, them need to go sit down and look on that.
Listen, them crazy, but as somebody said in the comments earlier, Jamaica will move on better and bigger and better. And we just can sit down and bask in a for them. And if we follow the Prime Minister now, we can't go wrong because he's leading by example. The hysteria and the negativity and the emotions that cannot lead, that no work. You have to have steady hand, steady mind, and steady brain. It's like helping somebody who is drowning. If you are helping somebody who is drowning and you go there scream and a shout, it
Right
all
over there,
go
you gone
down.
to man, 200 dead.
Yep. Before you even go into the water, you have to analyze to say, oh, me go approach a person here. What the body weight of a person here? XYZ. Oh, we ever come out. You can't just jump in because, oh, me see somebody a jump.
And you go grab straw, try to jump the people, them and it's trying to
If
strong
one
enough.
firefighter, when firefighter come and a fight, I think the firefighter just take out hose and start spray water, so? No. Them have
You have
to
to think,
assess and see
yeah,
if gas or
strategic.
leak, if
Yeah.
what, if pipe did it, if electricity did it, and all these things. You have to assess first and go in, but you can't allow emotions to rule. That doesn't work.
That is so true. And that is what they are, and that is what the PNP leaders is playing and the people them emotions.
Yep. And I see a lot of people even calling about for disease or and I'm like, these people don't not even know what they're calling for. They're calling for, oh, cholera is going to outbreak. They don't even know because they feel like say, oh, because I'm in America or I'm in Kingston, I'm going to call for cholera and I see it coming and I'm preaching on it because them want it to become. But remember your family down here. Remember you and Kingston, I feel like say you can't outrun it if it get out of hand. And these people sit down and preach doom and gloom. Even before Melissa overcome. After the election and they won, you had your supporters who were more one storm come and mash up none of that.
Oh, please, that's myself. That's why when Melissa come, me say I on a mouth. Be a
These are
judgment.
the
I
doom
tell
and gloom them
them.
when that preach for the country. That's why I hear someone talk about them not seeing a lightning and thunder. I mean, I say I want them really want God give them lightning and thunder. Because they don't even know what is a they think hurricane dangerous. They want to know what is a thunderstorm with lightning and thunder. The real way what them a ball for.
Right. But you know what? Too, a lot of the people them right now they are living in regret because they did not listen to they did not take heed to the warning.
People lost their lives.
Yeah,
I heard about a
they're
man who
living in
said
regret.
he listen to L.A. Lewis and never left him house and when the house lift up it drop him on him head top and long after the rain start falling the rain wake him up.
Mm-mm. You see, that's the thing because they want to follow and they're following the wrong crowd. Why would the prime minister just with a bold face come out and tell everybody to get ready, get preparing yourself if we
Over
don't know
a
what it
week
is? Like,
before.
yeah, I
I have
mean,
people, I have people with sense who know the better because they want to be a part of the in crowd. Like Miss Kitty was on national TV. I disrespect the news reporter from overseas. Said them a stress her out and I raise up them high blood pressure on them for go on because now we're not gonna mash up and Jamaica good.
you know what? You know what too? I look
Wake
and me
up,
say,
Reggie.
where the storm was supposed to walk, the Lord would have shifted. Can you imagine if the star walk where they
Listen,
predicted?
that was indirectly in my part. I mean, I tell you, say through the night of the storm, I don't sleep as long as the night is. I don't sleep. Alright, the storm blow, I must say the Tuesday. I must say the Monday night before me get one full rest of sleep. And by 3 o'clock in the morning, me up again. Me can't sleep, restless. Me say the all shake it, vibrate. Somebody just imagine, when I look at all of the building, and me I say, and the bridges, me I say, but just I try, So if the storm become the direction here,
Yeah, and come full
but
blown.
I don't say at that time that it would have bad for Jamaica because Kingston, St. Catherine, St. Andrew, we are basically the brain of the country. That is where most of the industries and the
Right.
main organizations are. So if we were crippled,
And
but
I bring it up to show you the ungratefulness of the people because something like that, and I know me not see no form of gratitude. We say God thank you, because look how down and west mash up. You can imagine if it did work. God, me thank you for shift it. The people let me say that them do that. Them go say the storm a man made. Like come on, no, that is we show you. Oh no.
listen, Port Royal, you see all those people that Port Royal say them would have rather stay at them house and DEAD, them would have been no more. Portmore, like but just imagine but just imagine
Because the whole of
St.
Elsha mash
Mary.
up, so you can imagine.
Yeah, good afternoon, good labor rights.
I common sense overcome a labor and
But
common
it's so
sense.
funny, it's so funny you said that, you say goody.
Yeah,
Because let me tell you, because I'm in overseas, and worse, I'm in Florida, and we get a whole lot of storms.
yeah.
So normally, my mind is as such now, one storm is threatening my area, me fly out of town. Me normally left the state. And we've been practicing that for the longest while. Because storm is not anything, a category 4 or 3 or 5 to really tolerate.
Yeah.
And I recall when I was watching, the very Sunday I was watching the storm, or the Saturday, and I noticed the trend. At that time, it was aiming for, the center of the island. So I called 2 family members in Portmore and tell them to evacuate. Because I explained to them that, look, what is going to happen is not going to be normal. But we beg them to move. And I even said to them, I have a house in the North Coast, and go down on the North Coast. And they said they'll be okay. One said them all pray to God. Them all leave in the hands of God. I'm just say, all right. Because let me tell you something. If that thing had, as you correctly say, had it all Portmore, Kingston, and them area there, the water itself, I don't know what Jamaica would be looking like now today, trust me.
Even
But
from
the
the water
Jamaicans, they didn't get it,
side. Listen, God is so good. These people don't even understand the magnitude of what miss. Say it's after the hurricane, me start to realize and say, but wait, we are really an island. We're connected by bridges and all these things. And it really, truly, come me, I say, but wait, for me, if you get in a Kingston, me have to travel about across 3 bridge. So imagine if the hurricane they come that side there and broke with them bridge there. Oh, things would
Wow.
I get into it and me I say me feel like so the causeway and the toll road would have just demolish and get licked down.
A lot of crazy stuff. Because,
The
even Port
walls
Royal,
can mash
that
up.
the
The
earthquake, I think, was it 1904, I don't remember.
that
I
sunk
think one was
Port
1903
Royal.
and one was 1960 something. Yeah.
No, man, 1960 or 1904, 1907, I don't remember. But that one, it came with a tsunami, and 3/4 of Port Royal is on the sea bottom. Did you know that, Goody?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's no joke, Now you can see how these things happen. But it's crazy, and Miss Kitty should really apologize to the nation.
No, she's not going to. She's going to pretend like nothing never happened. But I
Yes.
see her trying to be subtle. But I was so disappointed. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
If
Those public figures that carry so much weight and people listen to them,
Right.
people listen to them. So when they come with them misinformation is a problem, because the truth is, let me tell you something. When these foreigners say hurricane coming, it's no joke. They know it and they calculated it. I remember at one point they sent out the aircraft. And the guy said they could not navigate it. The turbulence was so heavy.
they had to return back out
They
of
had
it
to abort
because
it.
it was
The
so
mission.
powerful.
Yeah.
I mean, people are saying the first MC people are chased them. I'm like, what? There's actually a show on TV called Storm Chasers.
No, man, that's a
What
regular.
that
That's a regular thing.
But me say what them watch? Them not watch National Geography and Discovery Channel and them things that we see what go on in the world.
You
Them not
know,
see when
you
some
know,
flood
as you
take place all in India. Where I see some big old cow just a water just a carry with them. I'm going so me have to say these people crazy. And the
Yeah.
gentleman was
as you
saying,
guys,
huh?
sorry to interrupt, but as you guys make mention of that, with the helicopter that was chasing the storm.
No, it's a plane they use.
Right, sorry. Right, was chasing the storm. A good friend of mine from Portmore, we was talking, and to my surprise, the person said, was them saying yes, the storm was nature made, but man dropped something because they must say, so when they kept go there, the plane go there, them drop something in there, and so me even go no further with the argument. Me just keep silent because me say no, so me not gonna win the battle here. Because you see when time too much people sit down and chat foolishness, them done brainwash and believe what them have to say.
But they are tell us I may ask what them used to watch when them little. If I don't have pay a cartoon they used to watch. Because I think there's a show in America called Star Motors, but them chase tornadoes. When them are the driver, the weather people, them actually drive in the middle of the tornado, and them send out things like I think some metal things where go up in the tornado to read the wind speed and all of them something. This is what they do. These people are meteorologists for a reason.
They are professionals on it,
to collect readings. But you can't tell them nothing because all them know are SpongeBob and Patrick. That's all them use them other internet and cable.
And listen to, when you see how big and powerful and wide the storm was, right? Even although one reporter them ridicule him, he said that everybody need to get off the island. The poor reporter look at it and understands a category 5 and realize the hurricane will be just swallowing up the poor little island. So that's why they say that.
Cover more than 50 hurricanes and storms all over the world, from Philippines to Japan to China, typhoons, the rains in Australia, New Zealand. Jamaicans that feel as if they are the only country in the world that get affected by natural disaster. Yeah, some place up in America and the North Pole when the cold state when the ice ready upon the mountain ready for landslide and come down.
Yeah.
Devastation. I think we watch remember who state they were having it was a mud flow. It's like rain fall up in the hills and the whole city just over. Mudslide just take over by mud alone. No rain not fall, no water not come much for them there, but it will fall up in the hills. And I just one big mud flow just cover the entire town. Volcanoes in Hawaii. Other place. Look at in a Grenada the other day when the volcano they right? How many other people are cost the government? And I think then you get one hurricane back at the volcano too. Like Jamaican people, I don't know what's wrong with them, but as I say, we can't save everybody. If we just try to save who we can save. And I just say it end. But anyways, guys, I've been on for almost, let me see, 2 hour, 6 minutes. I have 2 hour. So I'm gonna end. I'll be posting this video on my YouTube, guys, and still I can go over there and watch it. I try to post as much of the lives on my YouTube, so the information can dead there and people can go and listen and get factual information. Common sense me in your place. Big up yourself, overcomer. We'll
Yeah,
see.
man. Okay, good.
Yeah, we'll see each other somewhere on TikTok. Bye,
Yeah,
guys.
you'll be good. And I'm always happy when you come on because you're fully loaded with good information.
I'm gonna try to be more consistent. That I
All right
don't know
then.
bad. But sometimes I just can't bother the people them. Yeah, you know my temper short. Oh my God.
No, let them. I'm paying no mind, man. I mean,
Yeah. All right, later.
respect.
Yeah.